The Stingy Man's Cheque. Farhad was known throughout the town as the stingiest man alive. He never spent a shilling he didn't absolutely have to, and his greatest joy was counting his enormous pile of gold coins. One sad evening, feeling quite ill, Farhad called for his dear wife, Mina. "My time is drawing near," he rasped, "but I cannot bear to leave my wealth behind. You must promise me, Mina. You must promise to bury all my possessions with me." Mina, whose heart was much warmer and whose mind was much sharper than her husband's, knew just how selfish this request was, but she held his hand and whispered, "I promise, Farhad. I will bury all of your wealth with you." A few days later, poor Farhad passed away. Mina did not waste a moment. She carefully gathered every last coin, every bond, and every deed he owned. She was true to her promise, but also true to her own wise nature. Mina marched to the bank, deposited the entire amount into her own account, and collected the receipt. Then she pulled out her finest pen and wrote a magnificent check, payable to her late husband. The day of the funeral arrived. As the service ended and the workers prepared to seal the heavy, dark coffin, Mina stepped forward. The deceased's two closest friends, Piran and Rustam, watched with sadness. "Wait," Mina called out. She carried a small, polished wooden box. "I must carry out my late husband's final will. I must place this box inside." Piran and Rustam exchanged astonished glances. "Mina, dear," whispered Rustam, leaning in, "surely you are not foolish enough to follow his whim? He asked you to put all his earthly goods in there." Mina gave a gentle, knowing smile. "I am a woman of my word," she replied. "Farhad asked me to put all his wealth in his coffin, and I have done exactly that." She opened the box to reveal a folded paper, the large check, and placed it carefully beside her husband. "He may spend the whole amount," she finished brightly, "if he can only cash the check. Our possessions are for the living, not the afterlife." Mina lived the rest of her days generously, sharing the wealth Farhad had hoarded. The wisest words remind us, the best of you are the generous and open-minded, and the worst of you are the stingy and narrow-minded. Imam Jafar al-Sadiq.